So I wanted to let you guys know I didn't go out today. I wasn't feeling well. I just couldn't get it together today, but my stomach is going down. So hopefully later today it'll be better because you saw how bad it looked, and that's a big issue. The other thing is that when they're talking and they're like upset about different things, I'm wondering why they would be so upset. They said that they just said something I can't understand. They said that they it cost them too much money to always live around me, which goes back to what I'm saying, that you've admitted. I'm talking to them now. You've admitted you have to be near the victim. That was a big argument for them in the beginning. They wanted to make it seem like it could all be done remotely. There's no way to stalk someone this way remotely. There's no way to spray chemicals remotely into someone's apartment this way. These types of things, there's no way to know what to create, how to create synthetic telepathy without surveilling people. And part of the surveillance, especially when they're talking about how they did it years ago, would come from stories from people around the victim. And I think that was a big issue. When they're talking and they're pretending they're different celebrities, that goes back to the whole scam I told you about cloning, how they do clone celebrities. And I think it's all one big group of people. I don't think it's separate groups of people. To be able to create the AI, to be able to scam people, to be able to clone personalities and voices. This is part of this whole big deal. So when I'm talking to you guys about how everyone involved, we're exposing this whole issue and who's involved with this whole issue in a way that I don't think other people were connecting. They're upset when I say that, but I think it's all part of the same issue. It's a big scam. It's making people sick. It's making people look like they're mentally ill. They're stealing money from people, stealing people's property. There's a great video that I posted again. I think I posted it maybe not years ago, but a while ago, that someone who knows more information about this gang stalking program talks about matchmaking. That's something they talked about. The idea that they put people together. And I think that's a really big deal. I think another part of this that's a big deal is that the way this was done before was done so that you couldn't really connect people to this. So you had victims, but victims in different places. But once you start hearing the same places over and over again, you start to say, wow, that's strange. So I've been talking about this in previous videos where, okay, you may have a victim in this state. All right, that state, all right. But it's always like kind of the same states. So these are all big issues that we've been talking about on this channel. Other channels have been talking about. The news is talking about. So my question becomes, how did this ever happen to people? How did it ever happen to people? They're saying something, but again, I can't hear exactly what they're saying. I think to answer part of my own question is, we couldn't put it together before the internet. So I always bash the internet, but I'm going to credit the internet with us being able to put it together. If I'm going through this and I tell someone I know, we're talking about how victims, the people doing it have to be close by. The victims have to be close by, because I'm sure they don't do it the same way with each victim, which is what they said. They said that they base this on, first they said a personality assessment, meaning is your personality like. But then in a different video they said a psychological assessment, and they keep talking about my celebrity personality, meaning they said something like I